Hey y'all, welcome back. Going to do another session on the wall. I'm going to test out the Moon Chalk and the Magdust, see which one works better. Warmed up some using the Moon Chalk, so I'll start with that first. It definitely doesn't feel as sticky on my hand. Yeah, the other one it feels kind of sticky, the Magdust. But let's see if that makes a difference as far as the climbing goes. So I'll try the same problem again today and see what happens. All right, here we go. First round with the Moon Chalk. Couldn't quite get onto that hold. Hands felt pretty good. You can kind of see some chalk gone. All right, I washed my hands. And now I'm gonna use some of the Magdust. All right, got a good layer of Magdust on. Let's give this a shot. I got the foot on better. Chalk still coming off. It's humid and everything too. So far with those two, I can't tell the difference between them. So I mean, I like them both. All right, I'm just gonna work the problem starting from there. What I'm trying to do is figure out exactly how to place my foot on that purple hold. That way, hopefully it'll then make it easier when I come through, because I feel like that's the only thing missing is I'm not on it good, and that's why I can't get to that hold well. Using the Moon Chalk, I'll keep alternating back and forth. I didn't go wash hands this time. That's probably a little overkill. But starting this way, I can definitely make sure I get the foot on there and get it on well and kind of see where it needs to be. Okay, kind of forgot which hold I was going to for a second, but I think I've got the placement. I'll look at it just a little bit more. I won't record that just to be on the safe side, keep it from being boring. But I will I'll get a video or a picture of that hold so you see how small it is. All right, so the hold is this purple one here. Too bad it's not the wood. That's big and easy. But you can kind of see, just like how small that hold is. So there's definitely some precision required for the footwork to get it there. That was close. Felt pretty good with that foot placement. So keep giving a couple tries from the start. If that hadn't gone well, I was going to try that walkthrough with the foot, and so kind of backing up and adding that part in, but that felt pretty good. I just kind of barely missed the hold. I can also improve going to this one. I'm kind of missing it. My index finger's almost off. So a little more precision there will help out too. Got to get that left foot against the wall for a little push. Skin's starting to hurt. I wasn't able to climb last week, so skin's kind of not conditioned for this. So it's been like 2 weeks since I climbed. My hips keep moving out just a little bit. Oh, that really got some skin that time. All right, maybe one more try and that'll be about it. All right, last go. I turned the fan up just to see if it'll help some with the humidity and things. Try to cool my hands off before climbing. Couldn't get that foot on there. I missed that black hole again. Fingertips hurt, so starting to lose some skin. I don't want to lose too much. So that's going to be it. All right, guys. So I reviewed Moondust and Magdust for you. Those are the two best chalks I've ever used, hands down. A lot of the others I just don't like. There were some old chalks years and years ago that would just completely dry out my skin. They had drying agents in them. I didn't like those at all. So I would say that's 1A and 1B. I personally would put the Moondust 1A, mainly just because you get 300 grams per package and it's cheaper than the Magdust that's 200 grams and more expensive. But as far as they climb, I feel the same on it. I don't really notice a difference. So if you have similar skin to mine or the same type of skin as mine, these are probably going to be your best bets. However, if you've got skin that's either a lot drier, a lot sweatier, some other kind of combination of different things going on, then this might not be the best for you. Keep in mind too, where I climb, it's in the south, so it tends to be fairly hot and humid the vast majority of the time. So those conditions could play a role in things too. So that's my review. Again, I think they're both really good. I like a lot of the Moon stuff. I mean, as you see, I've got the Moon holds, used to have the Moon board up. I like their clothing as well. I mean, I've got some of the old original Cypher pants. I can't remember what the other style was called, but I still have those. And I mean, that's from over a decade ago. So lasts a long time too. I like the samurai pants they have now. I got those. I've worn them, the shorts and the pants during some of the videos. I did get some of the harness pants from, probably going to butcher the name, Rungne, sorry. So I'll say Rungne since I'm English and, or American and speak English and can't pronounce things well. But I do like those harness pants. They were very comfortable. It's too hot right now to wear pants. Summertime in the South is too hot for pants. You got to wear shorts. But I do like them. We'll see how long they last, but I really do like those. So that's the review. Here's a little bit more of a serious discussion, just in case you guys want to listen. I do think there's some parts of this that'll be helpful. I didn't climb last week, and I mentioned in one of the fat loss updates that'll come out well before this, that there was just kind of some hard weeks there, and that's just referring to some grief. You can go back and look at older videos too. I did grief in the holidays, and that'll give you the background. Kind of don't feel like going through that now. Try to keep things together and not lose it during this video. But I mean, it's just hard. Sometimes that's a stress. We're all going to have different stresses in our life. So I think this example, this kind of principle, you guys could use and play out in other ways, even if you're not dealing with grief. But last Saturday, it was just one of those days. Had some harder days before, birthdays, different things like that. And so it just makes it difficult, and sometimes it's hard to do things. And so I just try to listen to my body in those cases and not do anything, or not push it too much at least. So last week I still did weights, but I didn't come in and climb. I just didn't have that bandwidth for it. And that's a big reason why I haven't been able to do any of the sprinting this year, very, very little. The desire's there in a way, but I just don't have the energy or the bandwidth to do it. So I can get the weights in, I can get climbing in, or I could probably switch out climbing for sprinting, but I can't seem to get both. Maybe next year that'll be different. We'll see how things go. But I think with this, the key is just listen to your body. If it's telling you something, listen to it. It probably was a good idea not to push it. So it's been 2 weeks since I've tried that problem. I got further today than I have, so it's not like I lost anything by taking that time off either. And I think that's where we get scared a lot of times. We think we're going to lose ground if we're not, going all the time. And if we miss a day, oh no, we lost all of our gains. And that's just not the case. Today could have been a terrible day, and if that was the case, so be it. Another session or two, I'm sure I'd be right back to where I was before. So it won't always go better when you take a day off, but it always won't go worse either. So things are just going to go the way they're going to go, and don't put too much stock in one session. It's that consistency over time that's going to get us to where we want to go. Also, I think in this case, I'm going through a fat loss phase right now, so energy coming in via food is down, and so probably having that day off was a whole lot better than trying to push it and just dig a deeper hole. One of the things I noticed with it too, just some of that stress. It led to like water retention and things, so the progress during that part of the fat loss phase, that week or two, wasn't what I would have expected. But then I kind of had that whoosh effect where, like 3 pounds just went away. Didn't change anything that I was doing. So I know it's just kind of that stress, water weight that goes. And that's something that happens plenty of times. So, that again, make sure you're staying consistent over time. Try not to put too much stock in, one workout or a few workouts or one day of the diet versus a few days or even a few weeks. Just remember, stay consistent over time. That's how we get where we want to go. Things change so much in our bodies day-to-day basis. We can't possibly know how all those different things interact with each other. Just give it some time to play out, and our bodies are pretty smart. It can figure things out and work things out for us. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Again, really like the Magdust, really like the Magdust and Moondust. Sorry, thought I was going to kind of mix both those up, but I like both of those. Those are my two favorite chalks, so I'd recommend you guys try them out. Bye guys.